All right, we are doing lesson 2, day 1. Today we are learning to identify and find the total value of a group of coins. Often when you're in a store, someone might give you change and they give you a whole handful of coins. So it is important that we are able to quickly look at that money and count it so that we don't get ripped off, right? So quickly, before we do this, I see our first question is asking us on slide 1, look at the coins. How many cents total do we have? Type your number at the bottom in this little red box here. So before we even start, we should review the coins. We see this big one here is a quarter. How much is a quarter worth? A quarter is worth 25 cents. So when you see here, if I look around, I see I only have 1 quarter. So you might want to actually write down on a piece of paper, you have 1 quarter, that's 25 cents. Next, if we look at these little ones here in the corner, the silver ones, those are called a dime. Those smallest coins, they are called a dime. Those are worth 10 cents each. And I see I have, let me count them, 1, 2, 2 dimes. 2 dimes, 10 cents each, so I can count by tens, 10, 20. Those 2 dimes make 20 cents. Here I see nickels, those bigger silver ones. I see 1, 2, 3. How much is a nickel worth? A nickel is worth 5, so I'm going to count those. Count by 5s, 5, 10, 15. And we all know what these copper ones are, the little pennies, each one worth 1 cent. 1, 2, 3, 4. Count all your money, and then in the box here, this red box, type in how much is that worth. I want you to type it in. And then we go to the next page. Okay, so now let's get right into it. On our next slide, Patrick uses these coins to buy an apple. What is the total value of his coins? Well, the first thing we're going to do is review what we just went through. How much is each of those things worth? Well, we know from last week, a penny is worth how many cents? 1 cent. That's right, so you're just going to type in a 1. Now a nickel, that's a new coin for us, so we have the answers right here. New vocabulary. A nickel has a value of how many cents? That's right, 5 cents. I want you to finish that. Type in how many for a dime, how many for a quarter, and then continue to the question B. How can you count pennies? Well, that's the easiest one. We count pennies by they're each worth how much? We wrote it already here, 1. So we count pennies by ones. 1, 2, 3, 4. How about dimes? How about nickels though? How do you count nickels? Type in your answer here. And your next question, how do you count by dimes? I'm not going to do everything. I just want you to work and show me what you know. This brings us to our big question though here. Letter E. Start with the quarter up here. How can you count on to find the total value of coins Patrick has? I'm going to start you off and we can do this together and then I want you to finish it. So I see a quarter. How much is a quarter worth? I can see the vocabulary box here. A quarter has a value of 25 cents. We just talked about that. So 25 for this quarter. Next, I'm going to add a dime. How much is a dime worth again? It's worth 10. So 25 I have, and then I have to go 10 more. 25 plus 10. I'm going to use my fingers to make it easy. 25 plus 10. 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35. I added all 10 fingers. So 25 plus 10 is 35. That's my next dime. And then I have another dime. 25 plus 10 is 35. I see the pattern here. We're just adding to the tens box. So my next dime, another 10, 35 plus 10 is 45. And then I see a nickel, another nickel, and a penny. You count on. See if you can finish this and then type in here, what is the total value of the coins? Okay. You might want to pause the video now and finish that page. You should now be ready for our last page for today. On slide 3, where we step it out, we go through the steps. Zoe has 3 dimes, 2 nickels, and 2 pennies. And they showed us here what that looks like in the picture. 3 dimes, 1, 2, 3, 2 nickels, and 2 pennies. First, count the dimes by 10. So we're going to do the same thing we just did on the previous page. This first dime is worth 10. This next dime is worth 10. So 10 and 10, 2 tens. I'm counting by tens now. 10, 20. Oh, I could do that. 30. Uh-oh, 30. But now we're going to nickels. 30 plus 5. What's 30 plus 5? 30 and 5. Well, we know that is 35, and then you have another. I'm going to let you continue to do that. You fill it in. And then write the total number of coins. When you get to that last box, you should have a big number to show us how much money Zoe has. Fill that in down here at the bottom. And then at the end, our last question for today, Mark has 1 quarter. You see there, they showed it to us. 2 dimes and 2 nickels. What is the total value of his coins? So do the same thing. Count on and then write in the total there at the bottom. When you are all done, that's all you have to do for the math today. Finish all your assignments, and then click Turn In. Tomorrow we are going to finish this lesson.